He saved a stranger, but never knew it would change his life forever. Michael was an ordinary man living in Seattle, quiet, humble, and always lost in his thoughts. He worked as a mechanic, fixing cars during the day and eating dinner alone at night. Life was simple and a little lonely. He had lost his wife in an accident years ago, and since then, he had stopped expecting anything good from life. But fate, as always, had its own plans. One stormy night, as Michael was driving home from work, he saw a car crashed near the side of the road. Smoke rose from the hood, and someone was trapped inside. Without thinking twice, he pulled over and rushed toward it. Inside was a young woman, unconscious, bleeding slightly, but breathing. Michael managed to pull her out just before the car caught fire. He called 911, stayed with her until the ambulance arrived, and then quietly disappeared into the rain. He didn't even give his name. Weeks passed. Michael went back to his life, still lonely, still quiet, until one morning, a young woman walked into his workshop. "Are you the man who fixed my car?" she asked. He looked up, confused. "Depends. What car?" She smiled faintly. "The one that crashed. I've been searching for you." Her name was Emily Carter, a journalist from New York. She told him she remembered his face from that night, even in her half-conscious state. "You saved my life," she said softly. Over the next few weeks, Emily visited often, sometimes to thank him, sometimes just to talk. She brought coffee, stories, laughter, things that had been missing from Michael's world for years. Slowly, she became a light in his quiet life, and he, unknowingly, became her inspiration. One evening, Emily said, "I was writing about people who change lives without knowing it, and I realized, that's you." "Michael," he smiled, a little embarrassed. "I didn't do much. Anyone would have done the same." She looked at him gently. "No, not everyone would have stopped that night." A few months later, Emily invited Michael to New York for her new book launch. The title read, "The Stranger Who Saved Me." During the speech, she shared her story. How one act of kindness from a stranger gave her a second chance at life. When she introduced Michael to the audience, everyone stood up and applauded. For the first time in years, tears filled his eyes, not from pain, but from gratitude. After the event, Michael stood by the window overlooking the New York skyline. Emily came beside him and whispered, "Maybe it wasn't just me you saved that night." He looked at her, smiled, and said, "Maybe. Life just gave us both a new beginning."